Hi, I'm Megan. I'm here at the Dalet booth at the 2017 NAB show for Dalet MEDIATalks with Michael Hunt from Voice of America.
We're a large organization with 49 different language services and 10 different production units within the agency. And the collaboration was the key. And we had disparate systems across the agency that weren't talking to each other, and we had to have something that was integrated that allowed people to share information and stories in a more collaborative environment.
So how did Dalet help you accomplish that?
We started using Dalet in 2009. We have two instances of Dalet. We have one that's the production instance that is connected to all the control rooms, and it's used for the TV productions. And then we also have an instance that's used for our archive. We have about 1,300 users that have accounts in the system. And during peak periods of the day, we have about 600 users concurrently hitting the system. So we have a large volume of transactions that are conducted within the system. And Dalet brings that to us in a one environment, one solution, from the concept of the story all the way into control room and then managing our archive as well.
I know you just mentioned a lot of the different Dalet tools that you're using. Is that the most up-to-date, or have you implemented any new Dalet technology?
One of the newer Dalet products that we're implementing now is the Brio. We use that for our ingest, and it's working well for us. The other business case that we're using the Brio for is we're putting one in our bureaus to allow them to have record capability or ingest capability at the bureau. They can record something coming out of the studio there. It's integrated with the MAM in Washington so that it's automatic. When they finish a piece, they'll edit it and then they'll send it directly into the MAM in Washington, where it's used in a rundown on a show within minutes. It works out well for us.
I know you have a lot planned for the future of social media, and the demand is there to distribute to these platforms. So how do you plan to continue using Dalet solutions to accomplish your goals of reaching your audiences on social?
We're using Dalet to produce content for multiple platforms. It's used from the time the story is conceived all the way through putting the script together, handing it off to the control rooms, and then what comes out of the control room can be used for multiple purposes. It can be broadcast over satellite internationally. It can be published through our CMS and distributed over the web. And we're now getting very active in social media, things like Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And Dalet powers a lot of that today.
So VOA has big plans for archiving in the cloud and virtualization. So how do you plan to implement Dalet solutions to enable you to have business continuity and disaster recovery within your infrastructure?
We're very actively moving towards moving our processes out to the cloud. Right now we use, like you mentioned, two instances of Dalet, one for our production, one for our archive. And the archive instance is user-facing, and that's where our users have the most interaction with requesting stuff be archived and stuff be restored. And today, all of our archive is stored in the cloud. We maintain one copy on premises, and one goes to the cloud. And whenever they request something be restored, it's coming from the cloud instance.
So I understand that you've been working with Dalet to formulate a business continuity plan. So can you just walk us through that process a bit, and how this will ensure VOA never encounters any issues in the future?
Business continuity and disaster recovery are a very high priority for us right now. Being a federal agency, we have to be able to continue our operations if something would happen. We're located in a high-risk area in Washington, D.C., that if we need to be able to continue the broadcast, we want Dalet to be able to be used and offer us a solution that could be used in a scenario where we had to vacate our building or something like that. And we're actually starting with the Brio. One of the things that we're doing with the Brio is we're putting it in our New York bureau, where if we had to switch over to that studio for broadcast, it's integrated with what we have in Washington as well. So Dalet is working closely with us and putting together a solid disaster recovery and business continuity plan.